that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back. Relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And let's talk Saints football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. It's your boy Dog 17. I want to welcome everybody to the Keeping It Real Who That Sports Pod. Today, family, I want to know which top 30 wide receivers should the Saints pick late in next week's NFL draft. I have 4 kids I'm going to take a look at. And whoever you guys have, I know there's a lot of guys out there that you guys have been also scouting and would like to see put on that black and gold as well as myself. It's Monday. I ain't going to keep y'all long. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see everybody coming in the chat. And, hey, it's time to say hello to the family. Y'all know how we do. All right. There he is, as always. Elite. How you doing? Come on in. Uncle Jerry, what we call him. OG, Jerry, come on in. Sister Barbara, how you doing? Come on in. Dana, how you doing? Come on in. Eric Wallace, how you doing? Come on in. G. Reed, 504. How you doing? Come on in. Brother Torrey Shepherd, how you doing? Come on in. All right. Who else we got? Isaiah from 9. Listen, I'm going to put the link in the chat. I want to hear from everybody. If you know anybody that you're paying attention, someone that you'll keep an eye on. And listen, fam, for everybody home in New Orleans, one of these young men should catch your curiosity. Some of you might even know who he is. But we definitely go take a look at him. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put the link in the chat. We can get this party started this Friday. It ain't Friday, it's Monday. When I'm with you, family, feel like a Friday. That's how we gonna rock this thing. All right. The link's in the chat. You want to come on with your boy, come on in. All right. So yeah, family. We know next week's draft is the wide receiver group in this draft, family, is there is no Jamal Chase in this draft. There is no Justin Jefferson in this draft to me. But there are talented, good receivers in this draft. Can someone eventually stand out? Yes, that's why you put on the pads and that's why you go out there. But as of right now, I don't think this class is as talented as last year's class. I think a lot of people think it's top heavy. I, for one, think I don't think it's that strong at the top. I think last year's draft top to bottom was better than this year. The last 2 drafts top to bottom was better than this year's draft, personally. You know, that's just me, family. So we gonna get this thing started. Get some things uploaded for you. Comments we got coming in here. G. Reed Torres says, great to hear, bro. I send my birthday wishes to them. All right, living the dream. Torres just got to celebrate my niece and nephew birthday, which is this week. Congratulations and happy birthday to your niece and your nephew, my brother. All right. Great. All right. Download some stuff for your family. Listen, a bit of a surprise. I jumped on State of Saints. Well, I was in the chat State of Saints podcast today, and shout out to brother TJ Jones over there, man. Coach does great work over there, and man, the kid from Quentin Johnston from TCU would not be in attendance at the NFL draft, not because of his own decision, but because the NFL reportedly has reached out to other teams in this year's draft, and Quentin Johnson seems to be sliding down the Bulls family. There's a chance that he could be there, from what's being said now, for him not being invited to this year's draft. There's a chance Quentin Johnson could be on the board at number 29. My question to you, if Quentin Johnson is on the board at number 29 for the New Orleans Saints, do you, family, want the Saints or think the Saints should seriously consider drafting this young man with the 29th pick in the first round? Or do you feel that we have more glaring needs at edge rusher, defense interior, and offense interior on the lines? What's your thoughts on that? All right. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a look at the latest news about the Saints. Of course, it's courtesy, as always, of the Saints News Network. Brother Kyle T. Mosley, Bob Rose, John Hendricks, and the one and only Mr. Ross Jackson. All right, family. And this says Saints may look to our draft pipeline for tight end upgrade. This story, of course, is by Bob Rose. Let me get up on the screen for you guys. Give me 1 second, family. All right, there we go. If it's big enough you can see it, let me know, family. If not, I'll try to make it larger. All right. This is article here. Bob Rose writes, the University of Iowa has supplied the NFL with some quality tight ends in recent years. George Kittle, 5th round in 2017. TJ Hawkinson, 1st round, 2019. Noah Fant, 1st round, 2019. Are among the league's best at the position. Dallas Clark, former great tight end with Indianapolis Colts, was also a former Hawkeye. There was a 2003 first-round choice and an outstanding player 9 years in Indianapolis. Converted wideout, Juwan Johnson had a strong year for the New Orleans Saints at tight end in 2022. With 2020 third-round choice Adam Trautman a disappointment, the Saints could look to draft an inline tight end to complement Johnson. Perhaps they look to the Hawkeyes pipeline. And this young man here, Sam Laporta, he's a senior from Iowa. He's 6'3", 245 pounds, one of the best tight ends, talents, prospects in this year's draft. A wild out and defensive back in high school. So he's athletic. He's very athletic. He played defensive back and wide receiver before being converted into a tight end. Laporta converted to tight end after signing with Iowa. After 15 catches in limited duty as a freshman, he pulled in a team-high 27 passes for 271 yards in a abbreviated 8-game 2020 season, of course, the COVID year. Laporta will be a vital part of the Hawkeyes' attack his next 2 years, leading the squad in both receptions and receiving yards in 2021 and 2022. He had 53 catches for 670 yards in 2021, then followed that up with 58 receptions for 657 yards last season. He finishes his Iowa career as the school's all-time reception leader by a tight end. And we just read the list of tight ends that had came from the University of Iowa, and he is leaving as the career leader in receptions. He showcased his athleticism at the NFL Combine. He finished in the top percentile for participating tight ends in the 40. The young man ran a 4.59 40. His 10-yard split was 1.59. His three-cone drill was 6.91, and his broad jump was 10 feet 3 inches. Despite Iowa's conservative attack, Laporta needs a lot of improvement as a run blocker. He'll need to improve his base and add upper body strength to move ends and bigger linebackers off the ball. With taking on blocking assignments on the move, he was often guilty of taking poor angles. Laporta will also need to be more physical on contested throws as a receiver. He didn't always extend his arms or use his body to box out coverage, allowing defenders to make a play at the catch point when he's targeted. One of the most refined receiving tight ends in this draft, Laporta is equally effective lined out wide or coming off the line of scrimmage. His route breaks are precise, and he's shown the ability to run a variety of patterns. Laporta's speed provides a mismatch for most linebackers, but he also has great awareness in zones and is a student of the game. He disguises his routes well, giving him extra separation at his break. He has extremely reliable hands and is an aggressive runner after the catch. A willing blocker with sound technique, Laporta has a nice upside in that area. His football IQ and improvement over his collegiate career indicate he is only at the beginning of his potential. Sam Laporta is likely an early day 3 selection. So they're looking for Laporta to be on the board from rounds 4 through 6. I don't think there's no way he'll be there around 7. I don't think he makes it to the 5th round personally. His limitation as a run blocker could prevent him from being a day 2 pick and may cut into his snaps early in his career. However, his outstanding receiving ability should make him an immediate option for the passing game and make him a number one tight end with improved blocking power. And listen, Adam Trautman has been a disappointment, can't stay healthy when he had the opportunity to be the man. He didn't seize that opportunity. The Saints convert Jawan Johnson from a wide receiver. He was in a crowded wide receiver room. They convert him to a tight end. And in a year and a half, 2 years, this young man has overtaken Adam Trautman as the number 1 tight end on this team with nothing but upside, and he's still growing as a tight end. He's still growing as a tight end, family. All right, we got a comment. Dana says, not going to lie, I wouldn't mind taking a top tight end with the 29th pick. Y'all already know Coach is my favorite tight end. Listen, if Dalton Kincaid, which I don't expect him to be, but if Dalton Kincaid was on the board at 29, the Saints took them at 29, I would have no problem with that. Unless you had a Jameer Gibbs there, Mozzie Smith's there, and my kid Isaiah Foskey, Nolan Smith, someone like that. But I think the Saints are going to go D-line. Either they're going to go D-line or O-line with the 29th pick. I think that they feel that is a need. Despite signing Jalen Saunders, Jalen Saunders and Nathan Shepard and re-signing Malcolm Roach, the Saints still can use a young, athletic big to plug up that defense in front and get back to being one of the top run defenses in the league. Last year, they felt way below of their expectations, and they're known ranking 24th against the run, but yet still finished as a top 5 defense. So yes, I'm looking for the Saints to go defense interior or defensive edge. If there's a player there that they like an edge rusher there, don't be surprised if the Saints take an edge, or if the kid from Florida's there, Osiris, or the young guard from Avila from TCU. Don't be surprised if one of these young men name is called with the 29th pick of the first round. Barring the Saints trading up to go and get someone that they have identified with that has fallen, and they see that person as a player that will fit in with what they're trying to do and trade up to get them. We know the Saints barely often trade back. I mean, what's it been, about 10 years or more, or 8 years or more since the Saints actually traded back? So yeah, but the Saints we know the Saints, Mickey Loomis, he likes to be aggressive on draft day. If the Saints see someone that they want, the Saints will move heaven and earth to go up and get them. Look no farther than last year. We all were upset when they traded with the Eagles, but hey, we got Trevor Penny, barring injury. Hopefully he's healthy this year. He shows promise. And listen, we all see what Chris Olave can be, and that was just his rookie year. And he's going to get better. If we get a healthy Michael Thomas back, hey, which we all are praying for, a healthy Michael Thomas, this team could be very dangerous. But yes, tight end. So with that said, I think tight end at the first round depends on who it is. Do they take a tight end with 29? I think not. Now in the second round, if you got a Kincaid sitting there, if you got a Musgrave sitting there, Mayer, the tight end, the inline blocking all around tight end, true tight end from Notre Dame. He doesn't blow you away with 40 times and all that, but when you turn on the tape, the kid's a good football player. He blocks, he catches the ball, contested catches, he gets open. He's just a good football player. And that's what this draft is about. You're trying to bring good football players onto your team to help your team get to that next level. The Saints tight end room, besides Jawan Johnston right now, the Saints definitely will draft a tight end this draft. They have to. Lucas Crawl on the practice squad is still an unknown. Adam Troutman is in his last year of his contract, and so far he's been underwhelming. Jawan Johnson just read up, undrafted, converted tight end, converted wide receiver to tight end. Now he's one of the most promising young tight ends in the league, and he is still learning. He's still a pup. He's still a pup as being a tight end. His growth, the area for his growth is so wide right now. All right. Let's see. Slim South, how you doing? Come on, man. Thank you for being here. Eric, how you doing? Welcome to the show, my brother. Eric, are you there? All right, we'll get Eric when he comes on. Let's see. Yeah. All right, Dana, where that says she won't mind taking the tight end. Let's see. All right, fam. The first receiver we're going to look at today. Fam, is no surprise to a lot of people. This young man played in the Big Ten Conference. He played at one of the most recognized universities in this country. He's a very productive receiver there. I'm talking about none other than this gentleman right here, Mr. Ronnie Bell from the University of Michigan. Get this out the way so you guys can see. All right. Yeah, Ronnie Bell from the University of Michigan. And when you look at Ronnie Bell is 6 feet, 191 pounds. His hands catch rating is a 9.5, which is very good. His official 40 time was a 4.54. And he's projected to be on the board. Well, he's projected to go off the board between rounds 5 and 7. So Ronnie Bell is looked at as a second-day option. Well, a third-day option for a lot of people. So what we're going to do, fam, let's take a look. Get a video of that. Let's take a look at Mr. Ronnie Bell. Let's see some of his physical talents that he has, how his route running. I'm putting Ronnie Coleman on them. Long day, fam. Long day. All right, Ronnie Bell, Mitch. All right, here we go. Let's get something going on, Ronnie Bell here. All right. And all right, family. Get this together. Hey, Ronnie Bell from Michigan. All right. All right, family. This is Ronnie Bell, courtesy of the Big Ten Network here. Look at him work right here. Look, and he's 4.5 speed. But look, separation, no one. Look, good hands, good route running. Look, look. He's explosive, makes plays. Oh man. Ryan Bellamy, former Michigan wide receiver. All right. All right, there we go, fam. Let me get this out your way.
I get on the plane. I'm pretty sure at some point he realized I stopped texting. And I just got just thinking to myself.
All
right, I jumped ahead.
A setback is a setup.
Said no.
Bad dreams, you know what I mean? Like just things keeping me up at night. He was really worried about him.
It's like all the no, we ain't there when I'm looking. Let's get a scouting report on him. Let's see. Get some game film on Ronnie right here. All righty, courtesy 27 Sport. One moment, fam. One moment. My little YouTube. Yeah, again, family. Ronnie Bell. Big receivers, about 6 feet. Again, don't not let that 4.5, 440 fool you. The young man's a very good football player. He makes impact plays when he's on the floor, when he's on the field. Yeah, he's a real good. Hey, Eric, you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Sorry about that. I've been yawn.
All right. I'm like, hey, what's going on over there, man? All right, man. Let's get this Ronnie Bell going here on another video. Look at his skill set. Ronnie Bell. All right. There we go. All right. I got it up for 1 second. Man, here we go. All right. Ronnie Bell, family.
His elbow didn't touch the microphone. Ann Arbor. That crowd applause you hear is for Ronnie Bell, who was hurt in the first game last year, suffered an ACL injury.
Big kid.
Watch and see. Oh, right there, you can see his arm went down.
Stoner, how you doing? Come on in.
What's up? What's up, bro?
What's up with it, bro?
Chilling, man.
I think this will be a steal, man. I think this kid I don't see Ronnie Bell. I don't know if it's because he got hurt his junior year. It's just his 40 time, but all the kid does is catch the ball and make plays, man. I like Ronnie Bell. If we could get Ronnie Bell in the 5th round, I don't think he'll be in the 7th, late middle of 6th. I think he'll definitely be one of the first players gone in the 6th round, in the 5th round. Well, really the 4th round. All right, we got some more. Derek L, how you doing? Come on in. Hey, family, is your first. Hey, please hit that like bell if it's your first time. Subscribe and welcome to the family. All right. Princess Lewis, how you doing? Come on in. So that's Ronnie Bell. Now, Ronnie Bell, I just like that. I think he's a good route runner. Shows good hands. He gets rack yards. He runs after the catch, man. Good catch radius with his hands. He's elusive. So again, I can see Ronnie Bell as a possibly member of New Orleans Saints. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do now. So the next wide receiver, Jim, that I'm looking at late in the draft is a young man from the Big Ten. No, I'm sorry, not the Big Ten. This young man here is from the MEAC. He's from the MEAC conference. Let me get him up there for you guys. There he is right there. Is also 6'2", 207 pounds. Johannes Tyler. This young man is from Louisiana. Matter of fact, he's from the city of New Orleans. He attended Warren Easton High School. If you're from the city, you know Warren Easton High School. So Johan Davis went to Ball State. He has 42-inch arms. His hands are 9 1/2 inches. His 40-yard dash time was 4.61. His 10-yard split, as you can see, was 1.59. His broad jump was 10 feet and 2 inches. So let's take a look at Johans. All right, while we pull up Johans' video, some highlights of him. Again, this young man's name is Johannes Tyler. Hines, just like the ketchup. Hines. Johannes Tyler. All right, let's see Johan. Eric, you okay over there?
Oh, I'm fine, sorry. Yeah, we're good.
All right, here we go, bro. Eric, you got it over. You got a nervous over here, bro. We got to check on you, brother. All right, here we go.
I'm good.
Look, big kid. Now remember, the Saints are looking for another big physical receiver. Here he is right here. Over 200 pounds, 207 pounds, 6'2", 6'3". Look, contested catch. He caught it with his hands. Let's check him out here. Look at that. Look at that catch. Look at that.
Yeah, he got nice hands.
Yeah, he got nice hands. Look at that. Look at that catch radius.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Great. Look at that.
Name again?
Get in there. You say go up. Now this is from 2020. Abbreviated. Watch this. Huh? Yeah, he has nice hands. Look at the route. Oh, all right. Good move. Yeah. So Johan Tyler, and here we go right there. Look. Back of the end zone, jump ball. Use that big body, that big frame. Go up and get it. Look. Bam. Yeah, so that's Johannes Tyler. Again, Ball State. Young man plays at Ball State. He's another late day, probably 5th, 6th round. I think he is projected to go in maybe the 6th to 7th or as a UDFA. Do you bring him home if he doesn't get drafted, which I hope the young man does, because I think the young man has talent and he can make it in the league. Do we bring him home like the Saints did last year with Kurt Merritt? and Dejon Dixon. Do they bring Johan Tyler home and give him an opportunity? Well, if he's a UDFA, it's on him to decide where he wants to go. But knowing the history of the New Orleans Saints with undrafted free agents, if there's a team that you will have an opportunity to make the team with, it's the New Orleans Saints, and they have proven that over the years. Look no further than Lance Moore, Willie Snead. I mean, we can go on and on, family. Got a comment. Yes, sir. All right. Now, let's take that off the board. Now, just changing for a minute, just to keep you guys updated with the NBA right now. In the full period, in the full quarter, the 76ers already leading the series 1-0, are up on the Nets 85-78. 85-78. Joel Embiid, 14 points, 18 rebounds, and 6 assists. The second game tonight will be the Warriors against the Kings. The Kings look to take a commanding 2-0 lead at home over the Warriors after winning game 1. That game will be on TNT also. It will be following the 76ers and the Nets. Right now, the Nets are down by 9 with 2:57 to go. It's not looking too good for the Nets right now. But they're putting up a fight, family. All right. So Stone, so far, family, with the two young men that we just looked at, what are some things you guys see in those two kids that maybe you think can translate good to the NFL? Would you like to see the Saints take a flyer or any of the two young men we looked at so far?
Yeah, I like Ronnie Bell. Like I like his speed. Got good routes, and he can catch the ball. And the dude, he got short hands. The other dude, he got great hands, and he's tall.
Johan, yeah.
So I like both of them. So the other, like I say, they got two different games, but they can bring something to the table, bro. What they can bring, like one physical, one got that speed.
Right, exactly.
But if I had to go,
that's right.
That's my boy though. I
Ronnie
like
Bell. Yeah. Ronnie's nice. Yeah, Derrick L. I'm gonna put that up in a minute, man. Congratulations to Jalen Hurts, and I say congratulations to Jalen Hurts for this. This young man has exemplified nothing but class since his college days. That young man got benched on the grandest scale of them all in college football in the national championship game. He didn't pout. He didn't pout. He wasn't on the sideline throwing a tantrum. He was there. He was cheering his team on, and of course they went on to win the national championship with Tua. He transfers to Oklahoma, has a great career there, gets drafted by the Eagles. And let me just say this. Right now, all the Eagles fans, they're singing his praises, but the organization and their fan base were not sold on Jalen Hurts last year. Jalen Hurts, when they did not pick up the 5th-year option on his contract, it was a prove-it year for Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts would have had an average or below average season, the Eagles would be looking for a quarterback right now. But man, how times change. That young man has taken the bull by the horns, and today, this young man became the highest paid quarterback or player in the history of the National Football League. Jalen Hurts.
They just paid him?
They just paid him today.
Oh, man. See, how you not pick up your 5th-year option on your rookie quarterback? Like, I don't understand that, for one.
Yeah.
Like, that's just crazy. But I watched Jalen Hurts since college. Like, I'm an Alabama fan. So I watched them boys since college. Like, Jalen, man, I knew he was going to be something special. Him and Tua, bro. I like both of them. Yeah, it's just Tua, they stay injured, bro.
Yeah. Just winners, though, bro. They're just winners. Yeah. And also, And also, man, listen, let me tell you something else. Shout out to his agent.
Shout
You know,
out
right?
for real.
Shout out to his agent because guess what? She got a right to gloat, man. Check that out. That's right.
He get
Nicole
paid.
Lynn. Huh?
He getting paid more than Pat.
He the highest paid player ever in the league, bro.
Oh my God, man, I'm proud of
He
that,
got
bro.
he
Swear to
Jalen
God.
Hurts got 5 years,
Oh my
255
God,
million
I don't pay my
extension
boy.
with the Eagle. Yeah. It includes a let me see what it includes. It includes give me one. The deal includes a no trade. Plus, he has a no trade clause, family.
Wow. Oh my God, he lit.
His agent, and she's right there. That's his agent, Nicole Lynn. She is president of football operations at Clutch Sports. She got Jalen Hurts this deal today. 255 million, a no trade clause, which is a first time in the history of the Philadelphia Eagles that they have done that. People also told Adam Schefter earlier this year she became the first black woman agent to represent a quarterback in the Super Bowl. So when Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes went to the Super Bowl, it was billed as the first Super Bowl with two African American quarterbacks. But guess what? Jalen Hurts had the first African American female agent as his representative. Man, listen, congratulations to Jalen Hurts. Congratulations to Nicole Lynn and Clutch Sports, man. Keep moving forward, man. That was great. That was great.
Wonderful, bro.
And like I said, man,
No motivation.
of course we ain't no Eagles fan, man, but I am proud of this kid from what this kid did. Marty Moss said she almost looked like LeBron James' wife. Well, y'all crazy, boy. Y'all crazy, boy.
That made
I'm all crazy, man. That boy, she almost look like Brian White, man. Go ahead, man. Oh, y'all something. But yeah, man, shouts out once again to Jalen Hurts, man, on becoming the highest paid player in the history of the National Football League. Now that brings me to this. How in the hell the Ravens not gonna give Lamar Jackson his money?
Yeah, he gotta get more than that.
No. The first thing they'll say was Jalen Hurts led the Eagles to the Super Bowl. Okay. Lamar Jackson led the what? The Baltimore Ravens. Did they make AFC Championship game? With him in his MVP year? He won an MVP. We see that listen. I'm just saying. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy for Jalen. Jalen Hurts just got paid more than Patrick Mahomes. Now, who in this panel, who in the chat thinks Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes? Let me see. Dolph, I may have to lower my expectations on the Pelicans too. Listen, man. Last year, they caught fire in the bottle. They took us on a magical ride. But remember, that was a 33-win team. They only won 33 games last season. Yes, disappointed. They didn't make it to the playoffs this year, but they improved by 9 games. Family, we have a winning basketball team. They're headed in the right direction. They won 42 games. They still have a few moves to make to get where they need to go. And one area I'm going to say, then we're going to get back to our Saints content, is they need a flow general. To me, the Pelicans need the flow general. They need a point guard. Plain and simple. They need a flow general. They need a point guard who can set the table for everybody, get baskets when he needs to. That way, you have CJ at his comfortable position of playing the two guard. You saw when they started having BI handle the ball and having CJ back to his normal role as a two, how he started to flourish. So, yes, Pelicans going to be all right. Saints going to be all right, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mo. Mo. He's not. He's not better than Mahomes, bro. But he's good. He's proven that the last 2 years. He's good.
Yeah, he proven it. Yep.
He's proven, and he deserves every dollar he got.
Facts.
Well, however much they give you, you deserve it. You deserve what you get. He deserves everything that he got. And again, shouts out to Jalen Hurts and his agent, Miss Nicole Lynn, on securing the most lucrative deal in National Football League.
Facts.
$255 million. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead and get that money, brother.
Hey, you heard
Get
about
that
that
paid.
Mikey Williams thing?
That who?
You heard about Mikey
Mike.
Williams?
No. What happened?
When he got them, he got charged. He got 5 felonies, aggravated assault or something like that.
What Mike Williams?
Mikey Williams, the high school basketball player.
No, I'm not familiar with the kid, man. So he's like the number one recruit coming out this year.
Nah, he was supposed to go to Memphis. Yeah, he like top 5.
Man, he done got caught up.
Yeah, I used to be around him and stuff. My homie used to sell shoes to him and stuff. So I don't like sitting him in person. He a cool dude, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He a cool dude.
Yeah, man, but if you get caught up with the wrong people, bro, we all know how they do.
Yeah. I think it's on some self-defense stuff, but he in LA though. You can't any underage with a pistol, so it's it's crazy. That's when you gotta have bodyguards and stuff, you know.
Yeah, gotta have the right people in your circle, bro.
Mm-hmm.
David, how you doing? Come on in. I'd much rather have Jalen over Lamar. Lamar might get less than what was initially offered now. Oh man. Zach, how you doing? Real fan sports. How we doing over there, my brothers? Same to you, my brother. Same to you. Princess Lewis says, I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. Been watching him since his college days. I'm a Saint fan, but I pull for Jalen the Eagles. Well deserved. Yeah, well deserved. I am happy for that kid, man. I'm happy for him. I'm glad they lost the Super Bowl. Not because of him, but because I don't feel like they didn't deserve. Because I didn't like the way he treated them. All right. My boy Derek L. How you doing? Come on in. All right, family. All right, let's keep it moving. The next receiver. Now, this young man also played football in the Big Ten. Plays football in the Big Ten Conference. He's a very physical receiver, big play receiver, and I think he's one of the receivers being slept on in this draft, family. I think he's one of the receivers being. Let me get this comment from up there so you guys get it. There we go. And now I'm talking about no other than this young man right here, Raheem Jarrett, wide receiver from Maryland, 6 feet, 192, hands ranked 9.38. His official 40 time is a 4.4. So he's moving, and he's projected to go on the second day, the second to third day. So either mid to late third or early on day 3. Raheem Jarrett. And Raheem Jarrett is a playmaker. I know a lot of us, that's not our first time hearing this young man. Again, he's an explosive player with the ball in his hands. Of course, there are some things he needs to refine in his game. But hey, that's what coaching comes in, family. That's when coaching comes in. I know a lot of times we overlook it, but man, coaching matters, man. We keep saying it on here. Coaching matters. Let me get that up there. It means a lot, bro. It means a lot for you. Get this up there for us. All right. And when the quarterback throwing the ball is to his brother. Let me get it up. Get this out the way. It's bound out the way for you guys. All right. There we go. Look at that. Big play. He's big. He's a big play waiting to happen, fam. Let me rewind it. Let's check them out right. Here we go. Watch this. Bam. Low. No. Turn the corner. Look, strong too. Foot in the ground. Bam. Cross. He gone. Against Michigan. Bam. Contested catch. Defender right there. That's good coverage. Bam. There you go. Easy. That's easy. That was scheme right there. That was easy. Look, bam. Across the middle. I see he runs a lot of crossing routes. They run a lot of crossing routes with him. Here we go. This play here. To his little brother. Now, 2 feet down, hands, catch. Easy. Let's see. Yeah, that kid, yeah, bro. He's special, bro.
I like him.
Though, bam, big filler, and he's strong. He gives me that. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but he gives me that Debo Sanders feel when I watch him play.
Facts.
Looking at him, look at this. Look.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah, and yes, very strong, bro. Very strong, man. Very strong.
Yeah, I like him.
Very strong. Yeah, he's very strong, man. Very, very physical receiver. Again, I get that. Carter Great, how you doing? Come on in. What it do, Bunny? All right. Let me see. Yeah, Maul, for everybody who don't know, man, it's reported that Jamie Foxx had a stroke the other day, man. Word is he is speaking. So, man, we wish that brother a speedy recovery. Hoodie, how you doing? Come on in. If you got a second, man, jump on with me, man. I want to know your thoughts about these receivers we done talked about. Raheem Jarrett from Maryland, Ronnie Bell from Michigan, and Johannes Tyler from Ball State. Now, my last receiver we're gonna look at tonight, family, is a young man that I'm looking at as a kick and punt returner, but also as a player to play that slot position as a slot receiver, man. So the last player that we're gonna take a look at tonight, and I want you guys to go look at some tape, some videos of these kids, man. I watched this kid against Arkansas put up 7 catches for 145 yards. So Arkansas had to start keeping the safety over the top to take him out the game. So the final kid that I'm talking about, and he's ranked anywhere from the sixth to 7th round to an undrafted free agent. And you know how the Saints do when they find those undrafted free agents. So the last receiver we gonna look at tonight is, look, he's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite diamonds in the rough. This young man right here. And guess what his first name is? Demario. So Demario Douglas, Liberty College. This was his combine result. Demario is 5'8", 170. Listen, his shuttle run was 4.29. He ran a 4.4 on 40. He has almost a 40-inch vertical. His broad jump was 11 feet 2 inches. He's a great athlete. So why is this kid gonna be down on the board? Because he's 5'8", 170 pounds. That's it. But is there a place for him in the National Football League? You better believe it. We just lost one similar to him, and he kind of reminds me of not Harris. Would he change his last name to his father's name? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You said what?
Young man went to Buffalo, man. Harris, Hardy, Deontay Hardy.
Oh yeah, Deontay Hardy.
He reminds me of Deontay Hardy. About the same build. He can get, Hardy. Thank you, Barbara. He can get, you could put him in that slot. He at Ball State, he was kick returner, punt returner, and his final season this past year, you look up his stats. I believe the kid had almost 1,000 yards. He had like 79 receptions and like almost 1,000 yards. Matter of fact, let me put it up for your family. Yeah, let's put it up there. There we go. Yeah, this past season, share the screen. 1 second, family. There we go. All right. There it is right there, family. So this was this young man this past season. 79 receptions. Make this a little bigger. There we go. 79 receptions, 993 yards, 6 touchdowns. He averaged 12.6 yards per reception. Now, as we go season by season, he got better every year. 2019, he caught 9 passes for 136 yards, but he averaged 15 yards a catch. His long was 45. The next year, 2020, COVID year, the kid catches 32 passes for 363 yards, 11.3 yards per his average per reception, with 3 touchdowns along of 46. 2021, am I the only one seeing this? This kid's getting better every season. 2021, 52 receptions, 701 yards, 13.5 yards per reception, 6 touchdowns. His longest was 70. This past season, as we just saw, 79 receptions, 993 yards, 12.6 yards of reception, 6 touchdowns, along with 51. He ran the ball 5 times for 105 yards, averaged 21 yards a carry for 1 touchdown, and he took 1 to the house for 75 yards. All right, and here's his game. Look at this game against Arkansas. This is the game I was speaking of, family, against Arkansas. The kid had 7 catches for 145 yards. He averaged 20 yards, almost 21 yards a catch. Arkansas had to start putting the safety over top. They had to take him out the game because he was eating. He was killing them. Now, let's take a look. Let me see if we get all the opponents up here. Because I know he had also against Virginia Tech. Okay, mine is numbers, but look, 9 receptions, 69 yards, slot receiver, 7 yards a catch. He's moving the chains. Against New Mexico, 7 catches, 78 yards. Now, he's the focal point now. And again, he touches the ball in many ways, not just as a receiver. Jet sweeps, kick return, punt return. I love Rashid Shaheed, but I think he's going to be a more vital part of the offense this season. A young man, selecting a young man like this late in the 6th round, 7th round, or getting him as a UDFA and bringing him in. I'm telling you right now, he can compete to make this roster on special teams as a kick and punt returner. And hey, if the Saints keep 5, 6 receivers, he definitely can be that slot receiver. He could be your 5th or 6th receiver, you know.
Thanks.
So that's what I'm looking at with this kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. Let me throw the link in, man. I'm sorry. Let me throw the link in, family. I apologize. 1 second. Here we go. All right, that's the link. If anyone wants to come on in. You're more than welcome. It's our show, baby. Again, if it's your first time here, thank you for being here. Hit that like bell, subscribe, and share. Everyone here, is 13 of us here. Please hit that like bell, family. All right. So, yeah. So, again, special teams is a need. He'll make the team on special team. So, the 4 young men that we looked at tonight, all these young men are said to be possible. They're from anywhere from the N a day 2, early day 3 to undrafted free agents. Ronnie Bell. Oh, but the thing is this: all these young men that we have looked at tonight have been highly. Oh man, sometimes I get a brain freeze, family. Sometimes I get a brain
Oh,
freeze.
they get though.
You know, they have
Hey,
been highly
yeah.
productive. You know what I'm saying? They have been, you know how sometimes you got in your head and it just don't come out your mouth right. You know what I'm saying? So they have been, all these young men family have been highly productive. And again, in the late rounds, what are you looking for? You're looking for players with upside, and you're looking for help where? On special teams. If you're a late round selection, or if you are a undrafted free agent, how can you make this team? How can you make a team? Special teams. So DeMario Douglas, Johannes Tyler, Ronnie Bell, and Raheem Jarrett, who reminds me again, Raheem reminds me of a for Frisco. Help me out, Stone.
You said
Frisco.
that again?
Raheem Jarrett from Maryland reminds me of from Frisco. What's his name?
I don't know.
Family, help me and Stone out, man. We up here having brain freeze. Jay Lau, who we talking about, Jay? Come on in. You there, Jay?
You said from Fresh. Oh, you talking about Deontay Hardy?
Yeah, no, Frisco, man. God dang it. Mr. Do It All, man. For Frisco, man.
Debo?
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Sister Barbara.
What she said?
Debo Samuel, man. Tori, yeah, Debo Samuel.
He from Frisco?
No, I'm saying Debo Samuel, the kid.
Oh,
Jarrett.
I got you. I got you from San Francisco.
Yeah. He reminds
My
me
bad,
of
bro.
Debo
You know, being in Texas, shit, Frisco.
All right. Marley Marl says I never heard of none of these dudes. Yeah, man. I'm digging, man, and I'm listen. Go look them up, man. Again, all 4 of these kids were productive receivers, man. And they're Raheem Jarrett is explosive. Ronnie Bell makes plays as well. He played in Michigan. We've seen a lot of Ronnie Bell. Raheem Jarrett. Go ahead, Lon.
No, I was gonna say, bro, what you think, though, bro? Like, we need a certain type of receiver. Like, we got our speed demons already. We need a possession 50-50 receiver right now.
Yeah,
Just in case Mike Thomas don't work out.
Right. So you said that's all right. Check out the measurables. First, and this kid here, Johannes Tyler. He's from New Orleans, by the way. Went to Eastern. Look, he's 6'2", 207 pounds. 50-50 kid. Contested catches. We looked at some film on him earlier. Some of his highlights from YouTube. Contested catches, man. Good hands. Physical receiver. Like
got that dog in him?
Yeah, he got that dog in him. 6'2", very competitive on the field, man. Doesn't back down. 6'2", 207 pounds. Then the next player we looked at was, of course, Michigan. Ronnie Bell from Michigan. Ronnie Bell. He's 6'2".
Hey, you think he's gonna be available for us?
Bruh, they got him projected as a 5th to 7th round selection, which I don't see. I think he could go anywhere from late 3rd,
like a 3rd
to the 5th. I don't see him being there in the 6th or 7th. It would be a surprise if he was to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Barbara. Somebody. Yeah, Barbara. Somebody that can body you out. So Johan does that. Ronnie Bell is good at that. So our next player we looked at is Lil Debo. That matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna call him until the draft. Lil Debo. Raheem Jarrett, 6 feet, 192 pound, plays very physical, runs a 4.40, and he's projected to go anywhere from rounds 3 to 4. Now, of course, we know teams can fall in love with a player. And if a team loves a player for them and their system, they don't care about what the so-called experts say. They go do what's best for their team. Just like last year, the so-called experts had Alante Taylor as a late third, fourth, or fifth round selection. The Saints took him in the second. What were they on TV saying? That the Saints reached, right? What were we
Right.
saying? Because we were listening to them and we had no idea that the Saints were taking or even had Alante Taylor on their radar. And we all were like, what are they doing? But lo and behold, they knew what they was doing. The kid is a baller, man. So
Hey,
from the go ahead.
Dennis Allen don't get enough credit for that, bro.
He don't.
He don't like Alante Taylor special. Like I think everybody can sit up here and say that.
Yeah, he is, man. He's very
Like that was the brightest spot of our draft out of every player was him.
right,
That
right.
boy held it down, bro. He held it down.
504 code. 504 code. Come on, man. No, give me Mozzie at 29. Bruh. Five code. Hooker not gonna be at 40, bro. Hooker not getting past 17 in this draft. Now I'm gonna tell you who might drop, who may be sitting in the green room. Will Levis.
You
Will
think?
Levis. Will Levis go fall down that board, bro.
Well, he gonna fall to what, the second?
There's a chance. Who really needs a quarterback after the are the lines going to reach for him?
I think
Do the Falcons take him? Is he who the Falcons want, or do they want Richardson?
Hey, who you think Atlanta gonna draft? You think they're gonna take I think
I
it's
think Richardson. Yeah.
Richardson?
Yeah, I think they're gonna take Richardson.
Why you think that? Because you know they're scared of them quarterbacks that hey, the owner ain't drafting no quarterback that remind him of Michael Vick. I'm telling you.
might as well get Anthony Richardson, bro. That's the best thing going for them.
Damn, don't they got I mean all right, I'm sorry, I'm saying
That's why
Atlanta. I'm
go get
sorry,
him.
I'm saying Atlanta. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
Carolina.
yeah, Cole. I don't think he been. If just pay attention, man. If you go and look, his stock is rising now, man. Everybody is realizing, which is ludicrous to me. It shouldn't even can this. Just turn on the tape. If he would have played the entire season, he would have won the Heisman because he was on pace. He would have won the Heisman, and we can literally be sitting here right now with a 3 quarterback race for who's going to be number one. Hooker, Stroud, or Young. Now, Will Levis to me, Will Levis is reckless to me. He throws some of the most horrible intercepts that you ever want to see. Now, listen, the kid's talented. He can make every throw. He can make every throw on the field. But sometimes, man, he has those brain farts, man. I mean, and you're just like, dude, what were you thinking? How
Hey,
could you throw that ball? And he's
hey,
very now he's athletic.
honestly, dog, I don't if I had to draft a quarterback this year, I don't see no one that I'm truly confident in.
Mm-hmm. Man, I
Like
love Bryce Young.
maybe that guy out of Oklahoma, but other than that, that's it.
Oh, you talking about for next season?
I'm just talking about quarterback. Period. You know this year.
This year, man, I think Bryce Young's being disrespected, bro.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think.
Like,
Yeah,
like other than Bryce Young,
yeah, they're playing this game about his size and all that, but all that matters is when you turn on the tape. What has he put on tape? Because we all know the saying, and we all know it's true. What don't lie? Tape don't lie. You can tell if a person is a passionate player. You can tell if he takes plays off. You could tell if he's a confident player. If things don't go his way early, does he put his head down? Is he lost for the whole game? Can he bounce back from a bad play, or does he let a bad play affect them for the rest of the game? You can tell all this stuff from tape. But we get here in the underwear Olympics, and they run around They're doing drills. They catching balls, no pass rush, no tackling, and they're running fast forward. Look, we know these kids. All of them are athletes. They all are athletic. Okay, we already know this. But when you turn on the tape and you watch these kids play, you look at them against the top competition that they played against. My dog calls the kid I just mentioned, the Mario Douglas. I watched this kid's game against Arkansas today. SEC, Arkansas. Sanders and Bumper Pool will be drafted this season. He gave Arkansas the blues. They had to change their entire defense to take him away because they couldn't stop him. The kid had 7 catches for 142 yards. He was eating them up alive. Good route runner, and he's what the Saints need too. Think about this. We need a slot receiver. Do we have a slot receiver? We can use a slot receiver, fine. We can use a slot receiver.
Facts.
We need a slot receiver. We need, and then again, like I say, he's in that Deontay Hardy clone, 5'8", but I think the Saints mismanaged Deontay Hardy. We saw the first year when Mike was out. We saw how Hardy was blossoming. We saw when Hardy was becoming a very good receiver for the Saints, and then unfortunately he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But Deontay Hardy is not just a one-trick pony. And mark my words, watch up there in Buffalo. Watch how they use him. And ain't gonna just be kicking punt returns. Watch how they use him in Buffalo. To me, I do not need Rashid Shaheed getting hurt. If Rashid Shaheed is going to be so vital, I think, and his growth this year to this team as that receiver that stretches the field, I think he's going to be a bigger part of the offense this year. Can he return kicks and points? Yes. Is he elite at it? No. I'm gonna say it again. Rashid Shaheed is not in the class of Deontay Hardy as a kick and punt returner. I know he's the flavor of the month. I love the kid too, but he was not better than Deontay Hardy as a kick or punt returner. This young man can make this team as a kick and punt returner and as a slot receiver. And by the way, he can make the team and get rid of y'all favorite receiver who y'all like to hate on, my boy, Traquan Smith. So would y'all take the Mario Douglas in place of Traquan Smith? Why did everybody say yeah? How about that?
I like Traquan.
I'm glad someone else sees him. Dolph, I see Douglas. Yes, Barbara. That kid's a player. He's a player. Derrick L said we definitely need a slot because Juice is not coming back. Yeah, it don't look like Jarvis is not coming back. 504 Coach says, Dolph, we still have Quan Baker on the practice squad. I think they really like him. He can fill the slot spot. We'll see, man. But I'm telling you, go look at this kid. Go look at this kid. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now, just like we kept hearing about Rashid Shaheed, and remember before he got on the field and how we were all looking on Twitter at his punt and kick returns, and we were excited, couldn't wait till he get on the field. I'm telling you right now, this young man, Mario Douglas, can be that same type of player, can make that same type of impact for the Saints or wherever he goes. I'm going to be watching closely to see if this young man gets drafted, and I'm going to be looking closely to see where he signs as an undrafted free agent. Hopefully he gets drafted by the Saints, or hopefully he gets signed as an undrafted free agent. But he's just one of my favorite receivers in this draft. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to look at receivers in the late rounds. All right, we already know who the top receivers are. And again, for y'all, those of you who do not know, the NFL did not invite TCU wide receiver Quentin Johnston to the NFL draft. Their word is that they spoke to teams and determined that it would be best for him not to attend the draft because they don't want what happened to Lamar Jackson when he sat there all that time in the green room. They don't want what happened to, remember Aaron Rodgers, when Aaron Rodgers sat all that time in the green room, family. So they don't want that. But TJ say he did on the Gumbo podcast. I got to go watch that when he did a breakdown and went in depth about that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna check that out tonight. I definitely want to see what brother TJ thought about that, man.
I
All
don't lie,
right.
he'll go just for the experience.
Yeah. Barbara says, I think more than a few impact players will come from the undrafted ranks. Think about this.
Hey,
Every draft.
Hey,
right.
dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Quentin Johnson at 29 would be crazy though.
That's what I was saying. If he's
And
there,
we
do
need
the Saints consider taking Quentin Johnson if he's sitting there at 29?
And then we can double back, get Gibbs at 40. Ooh,
No, but I don't think. Shout out to Ross Jackson because that mock draft that Ross did laid down with us today, man. That's a dream. That's a dream draft right there for the Saints. He right. He need to zip like that and FedEx that to Mickey Loomis, man. If the Saints can pull that off. If the Saints can pull off that mock draft that Ross did today,
I gotta go back and look at that. I didn't even see that.
Man, we all second lining, man. Well, man, he had in the first 3 picks. For y'all who don't know, he had Mozzie Smith, 29, Jahmyr Gibbs at 40. He traded up from 71. Saints ain't want to wait that long, to 53, and took Notre Dame edge rusher Isaiah Foskett. Man, I'll be over the moon. Then he came back and traded for the guard from TCU. I think he traded some 5th round picks to move up to the 3rd. Or he traded a 2nd rounder to get a 3rd rounder, and he took I think he took a Vela too, the kid from TCU. Man, y'all got to go check it out, man. Ross had me fired up at work today, man. That was a hell of a draft right there, man.
That'd be a good draft.
Man, listen, you come out with Mozzie, Gibbs, and Foskey, man, you ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing, man. Now, another position that we need to talk about, the Saints need to draft linebackers. Saints need linebacker help. They need linebacker depth. I think after the draft, we will see the Saints sign 1 or 2 veterans. Plus, they're going to sign some UD, FA undrafted kids. But I think they should draft a linebacker. Let's just say in the 3rd round, our linebacker, Jack Campbell, is sitting there and the Saints are on the clock. What do? We all love Pete Warner, but we know what? Pete Warner's been hurt last two years. He gets hurt. He's held when he's well. Like they say, he's held when he's well. Will Pete Warner be listen, I know we all concerned about Mike. Like I said earlier, all I need from Mike is 12 or 13 games. Saints gonna be a problem. Offense. All we need from Pete Warner is 12, 13 good games. That's it. And you get a now DeMarco Jackson, waiting to see what you can do. High praise last year. Unfortunately, he got hurt. Looking to see what he can do. Re-sign Andrew Dowell, special teams ace. Will this be the year that he takes advantage of the opportunity? So what has happened with Caden Ellis leaving to go to Atlanta? It has opened up the door. It has opened up opportunity for other young players at that position in the linebacker room to seize the opportunity. And I think the Saints are going to draft a linebacker. Somewhere in this draft, they're going to draft a linebacker, and we all are going to be like, why was this kid still on the board? Now, the draft can get shook up early. Let's just say that everybody knows Carolina's going to take a quarterback. Let's just say that 3rd pick. Who's 3rd? Who's 3rd in the draft this year? Let me go look at the 2023 draft order. Right.
I saw like another kid, Aubrey Miller from From Jackson State, linebacker. I think he'd be
Right.
a good, like the later round, 6th, 7th round. That'd be a good pickup for a later pick. Like if you feel like you can get like a value pick in the later rounds.
Right.
He played good for Jackson State.
7 rounds. Let's check this later. All right. Let me get that up there for you, fam. See who's gonna share. All right. All right. So there we go. All 7 rounds of this draft. Round 1. Let me see. So Arizona. Arizona not taking a quarterback. Carter's number 3. Carter's not taking the quarterback. They're not taking the quarterback. If they take a quarterback, that's gonna shake the draft. That's gonna hurt the coach. So let's just say the Panthers take Young. The Texans come and take Stroud. Now, and the Cardinals take, let's say, Andy Richardson. Do that force the coach, or do the coach feel forced to have to take Will Levis at that? Or do they go defense? What do they do? The Seahawks are locked in at quarterback. The Lions are happy with Jared Goff. The Raiders at 7. Will Levis to the Raiders. If Will Levis is on the board and the Raiders pass on Will Levis, he's not going to Atlanta. The Bears don't need him. The Eagles don't need him. Do the Titans need him? Will the Titans take him at 11? Texas ain't going to need him. The Jets not going to need him. The Patriots don't want him. The Packers not going to need him. Not going to take him. The Commanders not going to take him. Steelers just drafted Pickens. Maybe Tampa Bay grabs him. Will Levis at 19. It could be a long wait. And if Tampa Bay passes on him, again, Seattle, the Chargers, Baltimore, the Vikings, Jacksonville good, the Giants good, Cowboys, Buffalo, Cincinnati, where does he go? Do the Saints pull the trigger? Now, this is what's scaring me, family. Remember, the Saints took at least 2-3 trips this season to Kentucky to watch Will Levis play. Jeff Allen likes this kid. The Saints actually like Will Levis. So my thing is, I don't see him taking the quarterback then, being that we got Derek Carr, we got Jameis Winston. Them taking a quarterback in the first round would be, I had to shake my head at that. I have to wonder what they're doing if they were to go that route. But I don't see them doing that, taking the quarterback, even if Will Levis is there. Now, if Will Levis is there in the second round and the Saints are on the board, maybe they like him that much. I could see them packaging that 40th pick to move up to go and select Will Levis. I could possibly see that. But with the 29th pick, I really can't see it, fam. It really, I say, Barbara says Max Dugan from TCU in the 3rd. He don't move the needle. I mean, he's a tough kid. I watched him play last 2 years. Tough. The kid's a leader. He's a winner. But when I watch, I guess I could. There's nothing that jumps out at you with Duggan, to me, with Dugan. And some people say Duggan. Some people say Dugan. I'm gonna say Dugan tonight with Max Dugan.
Yeah,
Not the same.
3rd round.
Yeah. I don't think he's a 3rd, Sister Barbara. I think maybe day 3, maybe middle 5th to the 6th, into the 6th, somewhere in there he'll go. I think he'll go before the 7th round. I think he'll go before the 7th round. All right.
Yeah, because I watched TCU football this year. My homie played TCU.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Dana says, I like Levis, but I wouldn't take him in the 2nd round. I'll take him in the 3rd. Okay. Let's see. You're right about Duggan, though, but he is Allen's type. Yeah. And Will Levis is their type. I'm telling y'all, keep an eye on this Will Levis thing. It can get tricky if he fall down that bowl and he come near. We got to keep our eye on that. All right. Checking back in with the NBA family. The Sixers defeated the Nets 96-84. The Sixers are now up 2-0 in the series. Right now, in the first, with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's the Warriors 21 and the Kings 17. The Kings, of course, lead the series 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. All right. Yeah, we definitely need help at linebacker. Now, some possible line. Jack Campbell, yes. The kid that you mentioned, the kid from what Isaiah Land, where Isaiah Land came from? HBCU Isaiah Land played from. Was it Jackson State? Did Isaiah Land play at Jackson State family? Let me look up Isaiah Land.
Nah, you said Isaiah Land?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think. I think he played for HBCU.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see what school.
It's something with a snake. Or
Florida A&M. Florida A&M. Yeah. Florida A&M. Let me see his draft grades. Let me look. Let's look at this together, fam.
Yeah, I think when Coach told me about him, I can look into him. He nice.
Yeah, Isaiah Land can be a steal, man. Let me
I like Owen Papo too, man. I like him too.
Yeah, that's your boy, man.
I swear, I think he gonna be like that, bro. Fast, and hard.
All right, here's the skin on Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land lands high FCS grade. The lanky and quiet, speedy linebacker out of Florida A&M, Isaiah Land, graded high in evaluating FCS draft prospects in a roundtable with Eric Galco of Optimum Scouting, Emory Hunt Football Game Plan, CBS Sports, and Rick Ciratelli, NFL Draft Bible, SI. Isaiah Land, let's see what they say online. Galco number 4, Land projects for the 4th to 5th round, family. So they got Isaiah Land projected as a 4th to 5th round pick. That's what Galco has him. Ciratelli has him as a projected for the 4th round. Yeah, he played at Jackson State, man. No, I mean Flame U. See if we get some tape. What's his stats was, man? His play. All right. No. Okay. How do we get there? All right, here we go. Bleacher Report on Isaiah Land. Scouting report on Isaiah Land. 6'3". Let me share that, man. Can y'all see that? There we go. All right, here we go, family. Isaiah Land, 6'3.5", 236 pounds. He has a 77 wingspan. The kid ran a 4.6 40-yard dash. His 3-cone was 7.2. His shuttle was 4.6. His vertical was 34.5. And his broad was 10 feet 6 inches. Here are the positives about Isaiah Land. And what do we the Saints need? They need somebody to affect the quarterback other than Cam Jordan. Great production as a pass rusher with 19 sacks in 2021. But of course, what are people going to say? The level of competition he played with. The kid got 19 sacks in 2021. Good get off, quick to react to the snap, and accelerates off the line of scrimmage well. Sets up his pass rush moves well by getting to square Sets up his pass rushing moves well by getting to square on the offensive lineman during the stem phase of the rush. Quick twitch and a good athlete to flush out an inside stick move. Also has a nice inside spin move that he can win with. Has good angles as a rusher and a pretty flexible lower half for good bend to take an efficient pad to the quarterback. This helps as the looper in line games too. Against the run, he's quick to get his hands up, is physical at the point of attack, and strong enough to take on blocks from tight ends. And of course, some of his negatives we got popping in. OG, Uncle Jerry, how you doing? Come
What's
on.
going on, Dog 17? How you doing?
Not
Oh,
much. Not much.
What up, Dad?
All right. Here's his stats, family, from this past season. He played 8 games this year. He had 23 tackles, 17 was solo, 12 were for a loss, and just 8 games he had 8 sacks, 2 passes defense, and 1 forced fumbles. Now, coming out of high school, he was not ranked, and he only played 8 games because he got injured. His hip, he missed spring practice, and he had a LCL sprain in his knee that cost him 1 game also. But in just 8 games, 23 tackles, but 17 of them were solo, and 12 of them were for a loss, and he had 8 sacks, 2 passes defense, and 1 forced fumble. And again, he can get out to the quarterback. And what do the Saints need? The Saints need to affect the quarterback. Secondary, we know we got a good secondary. We need to affect the quarterback. That's what we need to do. Granderson, keep growing. Can Granderson take that next step? Is Carl Granderson ready to be that man? I don't know. Peyton Turner is put up or shut up here. Peyton Turner, are you finally going to live up? First of all, you have to stay healthy, stay on the field, but are you finally going to live up to being a number 1 pick? When you are healthy, you have shown flashes, but you have to stay healthy. Also with Peyton Turner, don't be surprised as if they do what they did 2 years ago with Tano Passional and kick Peyton Turner inside like they used to do with Davenport on rush downs in the NASCAR package and put him, Granderson, on the field. Now, if you grab for Isaiah Land, you got Jackson, you got Isaiah Foskey. I'm just saying, man, everything's wide open right now. But like I said at the beginning of the pod family, with the 29th pick, I believe the Saints are going to go in the trenches. It's reported that that's where they are looking, offensive, defensive line, interior. That's where they're looking to go. But again, like Stoner said, and if Quentin Johnson's sitting there, what do you do? If one of the top offensive guards, the kid from Northwestern, if he falls down the board, what do you do? You know? Let me see. Dana says,
And you know what, Dog?
yeah.
OG Stoner? I like what you said about on the 29th pick that we do. I'm looking at either a defensive end or defensive tackle. That's basically what I'm looking at right now.
Right. Yeah, they have to. To me, I mean, there are a lot of good D ends in this draft.
They are.
Again. And the Tumblewall, Foskey, Clemson, Miles from Clemson. Who you say, OG?
The guy you was talking about, Clancy, that defensive end or defensive tackle. You know, the one that they've been talking about for like the last few. I think Rob Jackson talked about it.
Mizey Smith?
Huh? Not Mizey Smith. That other guy, Clancy.
Isaiah Foskey?
I think so.
Yeah, from Notre Dame, Isaiah Foskey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Extremely productive at Notre Dame, man. Also played on special teams. I think he's blocked 2 or 3 punts in his career at Notre Dame. And to me, that kid's a day one. You can plug and play him day one. I that's how highly I think of that kid. I think that kid can walk in and he can play day one. He'll definitely get reps behind Werner and DeMario. And on passing downs, man, they just got to turn him loose. You know, turn him loose. You put him out there. You put him and Granderson on the same side. Coach Cam is going to do what Cam does, and you throw Peyton Turner inside and Passion to rush on passing down, man. You know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of options out there for the Saints, but I'm
Whole lot of
looking for them to
options.
go. I'm definitely looking for them to go defense interior. It's a must. Despite Malcolm Rhodes, Kalen Saunders, Nathan Shepard, the Saints have to go interior defensive line. And I, for one, think they should double up. I think they should double. I don't care if it's double up at the tackle position. I would not be upset if the Saints drafted 2 edge rushers in this draft.
Hey,
what I think they're going to do, I think they're going to draft for they're going to draft for interior defensive lineman. I think they're going to sign another veteran. So I think they're going to have the rookie, and they're going to sign another veteran, maybe a young veteran, D lineman. Then of course they're going to sign UDFAs, and who knows? You know how the Saints find them. Maybe one of them comes and moves out one of these guys we think is going to be on this team. You don't know. All the player needs is an opportunity. That's all they can ask for. And if you are UDFH, the Saints will give you the opportunity. Yeah, 2 edge rushers. All right, look, the kid we're looking at here, Isaiah Lamb. Let's say he's there in the we don't have a 4. Let's say he's there in the 5th round, 4th round on the board. The Saints take him after already being fortunate enough to take Foskey and have Mozzie Smith and Jamil Gibbs. And then we start looking at tight end. And interior offensive lineman, you got to get a guard. Listen, we got to get a guard to back up Andrews Pete. We need a young guard. And because I'm tired of Throckmorton. They bought him back, but I'm tired of him. And I'm gonna tell you what else we can use. We can use a backup right tackle because Landon Young ain't showed me nothing in 2 years.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that, dog. I wouldn't mind taking another offensive lineman, like say in the 2nd or 3rd round, or 4th or 5th round. I mean, I don't have no issue with that.
Greg, how you doing? Come on in.
What up, Greg? What's good, chat?
That's what I'm saying, family. Landon Young
got to mix it up.
Has not been impressive when he had opportunity. Landon Young, these guys are professionals. The guys they play against are professionals. They do this for a living. So I'm trying to get away from being just saying some cruel but dude, I won't say suck, but I just said it. But he disappointed. I just put it like that. Who that nation expected more from him? We expected more from him. We were looking for him possibly to be the heir apparent to Ryan Ramczyk. What last year before and last year showed me, we don't have an heir apparent to Ryan Ramczyk. So don't be surprised. I know the Saints looked at the offensive lineman from Maryland. His name escapes me right now. They brought him in for a visit. And just because the teams are bringing kids in for these visits, don't mean they're going to draft these kids. Don't mean these kids are going to be on their board. To me, I think it's a filling out process, and it's a process that they use to X players off their board or to keep players on their board. Well, he's what we thought he was and even more. Let's keep him on the board, possibly move him up. Maybe there's something about this player that they heard about. Then when they sit down with him, they're not comfortable with him. So for whatever reason, he falls down their board or they take him off the board. Just because when they're coming in, it's a job interview. It's a job interview. Either you're gonna get, it's like this. You go to the initial interview and you try to get to that second interview. And that's how it is with these kids going on these 30 visits. You're trying to go to the initial interview and make it to the second interview. That's all you're doing. Sister Barbara says, I think we'll go defensive end, offensive tackle. Barbara, is that cue for quarterback, running back, D tackle, and tight end? we're so deep, man. There are a lot of good tight ends in this draft, fam. Derek L says, so what free agent do y'all think we sign after the draft, if at all? I think it depends on how the draft goes. Yeah, D. Most definitely, my brother. Couldn't agree with you more, man. I think it's going to go by. Think about last year. Remember, they had Tyron come in the building, but Tyron didn't sign till after the draft. When the Saints didn't get a safety, then what happened? A few weeks later, Tyron signed. You know.
Yep.
So that's what I'm looking. You know, maybe the Saints have something that they're working on with somebody with a veteran right now. And they both are like, well, let's just see what happens after the draft. What you guys do in the draft. I got some other teams that I'm interested in and that are interested in me. And let's see how things go after the draft, and we'll go from there. All right, Eric, how you doing, brother? Eric says my draft 29 take Myers Smith. Yes, 40 Gibbs all day. 71, Cedric Tillman. Okay. Brian Young from Tennessee, the edge rusher. Okay. 56, Emil Ikayo Jr., guard. Okay. Texas, 165, Monroe Ojo, D tackle from Texas. 227, Will Matter retired in from Miami. And finally, Cam Jones, linebacker from Indiana. Gotcha. I like those picks, man. The only thing, I think the Saints ain't gonna be patient. I think they gonna move up from 71, fam. Y'all think the Saints gonna sit patient from 40 to 71, wait 31 picks? I think they gonna package some of them late round picks. Maybe those. I hate to see them give away both fives, but to move up, I think if it's somebody on the board they identify, I think they're gonna package maybe a fifth and a sixth rounder. Well, they don't even have a sixth rounder. That they're going to package one of those fifth and one of those sevens. Because remember, they have that compensatory 7th-round pick. They have 2 picks in the 7th. So maybe they package one of those fives, one of those 7th-round picks, and they late maybe a 6th next year to move up to the 3rd. I don't think that they're going to sit there from 40 to 71. I think they're going to be aggressive and move up the board if there's somebody sitting there that they have identified with. And if he's close, I think they're going to do everything they can. And listen, the Saints have proven in the past to be aggressive and move up for someone that they want. Now they got Alvin Kamara. They moved up to get him.
That'd be a great move too, though.
Yeah, the move up. Yeah. And then you'll have what? Let's say you already have 3 picks, right? Then you come back and you move up for another 3rd-round pick. That'll give you 4 players in the top 100.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing that as I've been studying this draft and as I'm learning, family, is how many players can you get in the top 100? Now, how many players can you get in the top 60, top 70? You get if you get 4 or 5 players that's top in the top 100, and 3 of those players, with 3.5, 4 of them pan out, that's a great draft. That's a great draft. So, yeah, the more quality the player, the better. So, yeah, I can see the Saints packaging those late rounders. Matter of fact, I'm calling it now, fam. I'm gonna call it now. The Saints ain't keeping 71, fam. Just going off their track record, the Saints will package that. I think they're gonna package one of those 5th-round picks to go with maybe that compensatory pick in the 7th or their own 7th-round pick, plus a late round pick next year to move up to the 3rd round, or hell, they might be the 2nd round. Now, what would it take to move up? Let me see. I was just looking at this in this draft, the value chart. All right, this is how it works, family. All right, so a 1st-round pick is worth 3,000. A 2nd rounder is worth 2,600. Can y'all see that? Let me know. Can y'all see that, family?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, now, and it gives the example here. If a team wants to move up just from number 3 to go to number 1, I know earlier I saw, we be having like a lot of us, like Who That Nation, like, man, the Saints need to trade up from 29 to go in the top 5, the top 4. Do you know how much it'll take to go from here? Look,
A lot.
that's 640. So that'll be your first round pick, your second round pick you have to give up. Look,
you know what I think, dog? You know what I think, dog? The best case scenario for the Saints is just stay at number 29 and don't trade up. That's my thing.
But it depends on how that bowl's falling.
Because I mean, anything can happen in the draft. I mean, we get it. I mean, like take last year, we traded up to get Chris Olave,
right?
And we got Trevor Penny. I mean, that was a good move, but you never know what's going to happen in this year's draft.
Right. So, and the chart breaks it down like this, family. So to move up from 3 to 1, it will cost the team that with the third pick, it will cost them 800 points. That means they'll have to trade their second and third round picks. So let's look at their second round pick. Their second round pick, which is 35, that's 550 points. Then their third round is 255. So they'll give up a 2 and a 3 to move up to number 1 to get the first overall pick. So, all right. So Carolina, before they traded with the Bears, what were they, family? What was the original order? Does anybody remember? The original order before the trade with the Bears in Carolina? I want to say they were 8th or 9th, if I ain't mistaken. So you got 13. So I know they get what did they get? Let's go look at this trade. Look and see what they gave up. All right. Okay, let's see what they gave up.
What you looking for, dog?
I'm looking for the to see the what the Bears gave up. I mean, what the Panthers gave up to the Bears to get the first round pick. All right, here it goes.
Yeah, I thought they gave up 2 first rounders. I don't think they gave up 2 first rounders.
All right, the Bears. Let's see. The Bears traded number 1 pick to the Panthers. All right, and they said they get a massive haul from the Panthers. They got multiple first round picks, so they got 2 first rounders. They got DJ Moore. The Bears are getting all right. So Carolina went from 9 family to 1. So the Bears got Carolina's 9th pick in the first, their second pick, which was 61, as well as their first rounder in 2024 and second rounder in 2025. That's a hell of a haul, man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I was talking to they talking about they didn't give up 2 first round picks. I was like, you alive.
Oh yeah, they gave that up, man. There's no way they make this trade if they don't get that up. So they went from 9. Let's go back to this chart and let's check this out, fam. So Carolina was here. So they gave up their first, so that was 1,350. They gave up their second this year. Is that right? 490. Let me see. Yeah, they gave up their second. So what that is, 1,300 and 490, 17, 18, almost 1,900 there. Then they came back and they gave next year's first and second up. Oh man, they paid out the caboose. Plus, and they gave away a number 1 wide receiver. So again, let's say how far can the Saints? We 29. That Saints pick is valued at 640. So realistically, if the Saints wanted to trade up for 29, to go to 24, that's 100 they got to give up. Let me see. So to go from 29 to 20, the Saints I had to give up 210. So they'll have to give up a first round, maybe a third, to move up to number 20 to make that happen, fam.
I think you muted yourself, dog.
My bad. All right, my bad, family. All right, E. Eric, man, be safe on that road, my brother. Happy trucking to you. All right. Derek L says, I know it's highly unlikely with our history, but are we not even entertained moving back to get more picks? I am, but that's not been their thing. But do they change that this year? I don't know, family. I don't know. All right, family. That's go bring them out here. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out here, family. I want to thank Stoner. I want to thank J Live. I want to thank Eric. I want to thank Uncle Jerry. I want to thank everybody in the chat, and of course myself and the co-host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports Pod, Coach Rock, will be back Wednesday, family. I'm trying to work on getting us a special guest for this Wednesday. Might have to wait till next week depending on their schedule, but I'm waiting to hear back. Just to let y'all know, I'm actively searching, trying to get one of this year's draft prospects on the show. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple players, and I have definitely reached out to some of the young men that we talked about tonight. So hopefully I'll hear back from some of them, and we can get them on the show to gauge this, talk to them about this experience, this once in a lifetime experience, how close they are to living out a childhood dream, or hearing their name called in the National Football League draft, man. So that's gonna be I guess a real surreal moment for those young men, man. Real surreal moment. And of course, y'all can hear the puppy in the bag. I guess he got to go to the bathroom. It's time to wrap it up, Pop. It's time to wrap it up. So y'all know how that go. But look, man, again, I want to thank you. I want to thank Stoner. Thank you, Stoner. As always, my brother.
You already know, bro. It's all love.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, family, again, if y'all like, please support the platform, family, at our official Cash App up there, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Listen, we're working. We're good in the beginning stages of some working on some new shirts, and also, family, I want to get y'all opinion on this. What are some things from our show? And I say our show, I mean all of us, because this is our show. What are some things that y'all think? What are some sayings or something that we always say, or something that you guys think would be good on a T-shirt to represent us all, family? Just let me know, man. Y'all can just inbox myself, inboxes on YouTube, or hit us up on our emails, krraursports17@gmail.com. So let us know that, family. God bless everybody. Look, y'all know how we do when we get out of here. Love and who that?
Who that?
And we see everybody Wednesday. Have a good night, family. We out.
Love.
Keeping it real, Who That Sports Pod, legendary Coach Rock, Dog 17. Let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold. Let's go. First and goal from the one. Best believe we go punch. Punching in, get them perms. With them Saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat. Keeping it real, who? The sports. Breaking news, interviews. Open lines just for you. Call in, join in. Pale Nation, just win. B.I., Mount Zion, Coach Green, oh my. CJ, JV, Trick or Trade, Jose. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby.